Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are still dealing with the No Start XJ, and it's getting really kind of annoying and I'm getting pissed. So last night, left it on the trickle charger. This is from the video before this. Left it on the trickle charger and came out, the next morning, so it was fully charged. There was no ands, ifs, or buts about that. And I tried to come out again. It's not starting. This is, before I started recording, and it's not starting. And I'm looking around, I'm like, this is just baffling, right? So I come and look, and I'm like, look at this. This looks like, to me, I don't know, an engine ground wire, right? So it broke off right there, and I need to put that on there. So first of all, I'm just going to ground it. So let me get the cables here. I use my jumper cables as grounds. I don't know if that's the correct way to do it or anything like that, but I just know that it's a thick gauge, so definitely is not going to be an issue when you're grounding crap. So let's go ahead and put on this ground, shall we? So let's go over here. And last night I did a little digging, right? Come to find out, it could be your idle air control and all that stuff, and throttle body and blah 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 and whatnot. And I guarantee you, this thing has not been, cleaned or anything like that by any means. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and clean those as well, even if this works or doesn't work and whatnot. So. Alright, so that's all set. Those leads aren't touching each other. You got a full charge battery. The ground is on. We just replaced the crankshaft position sensor. That was last night. It was a dreadful 3 hours. But it's done. It's over with. Hallelujah, thank God. So now what we're going to do is, I'm going to do is hope and pray this thing works. Oh, another thing is I read up on the forums that when you leave something unplugged for so long in these XJs, that I'm sure there's in any other vehicle too, that the ECM and everything like that, the PCM, it just drains. So there's no electrical charging at all, and I had it unplugged for about a week and a half to do the body on this. So it's going to need to relearn its idle, so it's going to be really rough until it figures itself out, I guess you could say. So what I'm going to do is, once I get it going, I'm going to, let it run for a little bit and let it learn itself, take it for a spin after I put the door things on, because got a little bit of a bungee door set up here to hold the doors together so the dome light doesn't go off and kill my battery again. So alright, let's hop in here, and I take it and just hook it right on the seat belt here. It's a good little setup, I guess you could say, if your door doesn't want to stay closed. So let's see here. Oh boy. Alright, so I got the ground on, crankshaft is the sensor replaced, battery's fully charged. Fuel pump just kicked in. Oh! Look at that. So crankshaft is the sensor, definitely could have been at fault to this, or it could have been that ground, and I just wasted my 3 hours last night. Doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's a combo of both, just so I feel a little bit better, because boy oh boy, that would have been a scary thing to think if the only thing that was wrong was that ground, that engine ground. But I don't think it was that. I want to say it's a combo of the battery being low, because I kept cranking the past, 2 days, to see if this thing would even fart at all. What would happen was I would have to give it gas for it to come alive, and then it would die again. So it could be a multiple of things. Call it CAT, could be your idle air control module that needs to be cleaned. I found that out. They get stuck open, I guess. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to take it apart, clean it, and clean your throttle body as well, since you're already there. And also I read that obviously bad gas, no fuel, no spark, all that stuff. I had that because it was firing up. It was run. I gave it gas. I'd keep it at like 2,000 RPMs. Take my foot up, it'd die. So it wasn't a fuel issue. Plus I have a new fuel pump and I have a new starter, so it wasn't any of those issues. But hell, hopefully this will fix it. I'm hoping it was, because now it turns on. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this for a spin, and Seems to be running fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix that ground strap right there, and then we're gonna take off for a spin and see how this works. It's a little bit of a rough idle, but like I said, it needs to learn itself before it being perfect. Plus, it's got 215 on it, so you know what? I don't think a smooth idle is in the picture anymore, to be honest with you. So, all right, let's get to that ground strap, fix that, and take this thing for a spin. Got that ground off. All right, so now what we're dealing with is we got to take this off now. I don't need these anymore. I'm gonna keep them in the Jeep. All right. Alright, so let's take this thing off. I'm gonna have to replace it. If I can get it off. Holy cow. Okay. So I'm gonna have to keep the bolt. I know you're not supposed to reuse these, but yeah, there's no way I can even reuse that. I don't even know if I even have a adapter piece for this to fit that. So to fit that bolt, I don't know. Wow, I was about to just say bazinga. I don't know why I was just about to say bazinga. Perfect. So that actually fits this. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna like coil up this crap, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna get that in there to work. I want to take off this plastic surrounding it. So let's see here. Let's grab this. Oh, Mark, yeah, let's just smush it to do that. Okay. Alright, now it looks like I can split this open, but I'm not 100% sure about that. If I can split this open, that would be killer. Because then that way, I can definitely get it in and clamp this down. But it looks like it's not different. Alright, perfect. So what I did was I took that one that I had, and I just pretty much took the grinder to it and I cut it. So, to make it fit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and just really fucking go to town on it. Perfect. Alright, now the bolt. Alright, after cleaning up the surface a little bit and then the bolt, we're going to go ahead and put it back on. The thing that I'm running into is that it just wants to keep spinning. So I'm going to go ahead and try to hold it right down. Which is difficult, but I think that's in there. Yep. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and clamp it more. That's not coming out. Perfect. Okay. Remove this stuff. Alrighty. Now, I think now ground bolt's all set. We're gonna take this thing for a spin. So let's see how we go. Alright, now let me hop in here and we're gonna go for a spin. So let's see here. Close this. Now what I'm gonna have to do is bungee it up behind me because I'm gonna need to be able to hold the doors here. So let's see. Hopefully that will work. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. The bungee moving. Alright. Seems to be doing alright. So let's take it for a spin. Drive. Alrighty. Now I do have to go slower because the doors are just held on my bungee, so you got a car coming here. Don't you love when you're trying to pull out and the car just goes slowly by? Like, what's going on? Huh? Are you going? He keeps rolling. Alright, oh, fuck it. Alright. Now let's see. So far, so good. The doors are open though. So. It's a little sketch. This is really sketch with just holding the camera and not the door. I usually just want to hold the door as well, just to be safe so they don't fly open, you know, but still got that great Jeep wobble. I mean, that steer up. Oh, jeez, okay. I think we're timed now. Oh, see, look at that. There we go. We're flying open now. Oh. All right, we're going off-road. Just kidding. All right, reverse. No one's coming. Perfect. Oh Jesus! I gotta get these door hinges back on this door because you know what, they keep flopping open. I don't want to smash against the new paint on the door jambs. But you know what? It's kicking, dude. It's doing really good. I mean, let off. Slowly going down in RPMs. It's got a little bit of a wobble. I'm gonna have to let this sit to let it learn itself a little bit. But other than that, you know what? I think we solved the issue. Well, I hope we solved the issue. It was just a ground and a bad crankshaft sensor. Well, I hope it was a crankshaft sensor because, oh my God, I'll be pissed if it wasn't. So, yeah, so you know what? Thank you for watching. You do what you guys want. Like, hold on, oh boy. Like, share, subscribe, and look for the next video, and have a fantastic night. Thank you.